All right, so apart from that first video, I guess this video will be more of like reflection and advice. My first advice is don't go to parties or do drugs. Don't do those things. You end up, bad things happen. Bad things happen. And take personal finance in your freshman year. Someone's looking at me because I'm talking. Don't do high school at all. I'm just kidding. You have to do that required by law. But once you hit 18, that's where it's at because you're no longer required to come to school by law. So there's that. Reflection. I wish I had joined a club of some sort. So that way I at least had something to put on my resume. So do a lot of clubs, do sports, be nice to people. There's literally no reason not to be nice to anyone unless they're not nice to you. And then you just don't talk to him. Them, not him. I mean, guys can be buttholes, and it's usually the guys who are buttholes. But be nice to people. And if they're not nice to you, don't talk to them. Because, I mean, there's an old saying, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Elena,
Yes.
would you like to add anything?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. And senioritis is a real thing. And it kicks in about halfway through your junior year. Like as soon as you get a car, boy, you're just gonna be like, well, you know what? I can just drive to school. I can be late every single day. I mean, as long as you keep good grades and do your work and stuff, like, I don't see why you have to show up to school. I mean, that's probably my problem. There's really no point in taking excessively hard classes. You can get an advanced diploma taking normal classes. So just take it easy, because if you're going to college, you're just want to take it easy in high school. I mean, I'm not going to college. I'm going into the Navy, which means, like, I really wish I would have taken it easy in school, because then I would have had straight A's without all the effort. Less effort. And I'm going into the Navy, so it's like, as long as you get through high school and get past, I mean, as long as you get through high school and pass your ASVAB and you graduate, you can do the Navy or any other Marine military thing. And of course there's the Army, but you know, the Army really, do you want to be in the Army? I don't think so. Like, not even the National Guard. Like, those are our shields, and the Navy's the taxi. Pay attention in class. Don't sleep. That's what I do. I need to stop sleeping in my classes. I mean, sleep if you want to, as long as you get your work done. I just, like, as long as you get your work done and you're present for class, I don't see why you can't sleep. But, like, my advice is don't sleep, because then you don't have a ton of work to do while you're at home, and you can just do it here. And there's no reason to procrastinate when you have time to do stuff, because then it's like, it's due the next day, and now you're stressing out. Like this video, this is due today, and now I'm stressing out because I don't know if it's going to be good enough. So, like, you just do that. Show up to school, do things that you're supposed to. If you get class time to do something, do it. There's no reason for you to be on Facebook or Snapchatting. Like, I'm pretty sure your friends understand that you're in school, and your parents are going to be like, why are you posting on Facebook in the middle of school? And you're going to be like, well, we had free time. They're like, well, you should have been doing your work. And I agree with them. Help your fellow peers out. You see someone in trouble, you help them. If someone needs notes, let them take pictures of it or something. Let them borrow your notebook for a class or a day, as long as you don't need it that day. Eat breakfast. Because you're just like, if you don't eat breakfast and you get hungry in the middle of your first block, you're just gonna be thinking about that biscuit you could have had this morning, and now you're just waiting for the crappy school lunch, and it's not gonna be as satisfying. You're gonna eat some, like, soggy apples and some weird whole grain pancakes. Just eat breakfast and like probably pack your own lunch, because like if you don't pack your own lunch, then you're eating plastic flavored pizza. So that's a thing you should also do. This is also a reflection because these are all things I should have done. And if you don't join clubs or do sports, get a job. You have no excuse to not do those two things if you don't have a job. And plus, having a job is so much more fun, because then you have a whole lot of money you can waste on food, and you can fill up your gas tank without having to ask your parents for money. And like, if you're anything like me, you hate asking your parents for money, which I do. I feel weird when my parents hand me money. I'm like, thanks, I think. I don't know what to say. Just hug you or something? I don't know. Be friends with the people most people normally wouldn't be friends with. They're usually the nicest. They have like the darkest sense of humor, and it's the best. They're just nicer, because popular people are assholes because they know they can have friends, because they know they're popular and they're like pretty or whatever, and they're assholes about it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh well, you know what? Whatever. We're all adults here. Well, I'm an adult. You're something. I'm not gonna assume your age or your gender. Lord knows how much trouble that's gotten me in so far. There are only two genders. That's some advice you need to listen to. Take an anatomy class. I mean, me, I sexually identify as a stapler. Like, come on. But yeah, be nice to the people you normally wouldn't be nice to, because they're nicer. They're more nice because they know friends are hard to come by, and they're real friends. They're not like, oh, just another person I can add to my squad. Like, it's just bullcrap. Try to get at least 6 hours of sleep. I don't necessarily take that advice, as you can see. Like, my bag's under my eyes, but like, makes it easier, because then you don't have to stop before school and be late, because you gotta grab like a quad espresso and a Monster. Like, more advice: if you're already late to school, get breakfast, get food. It's only gonna take you 10 minutes, and I mean, 10 minutes is worth it when you can have food. And then again, you're not sitting in class like, man, I wish I had grabbed that weird biscuit thing from Chick-fil-A. Like, I don't even know what to call it, like Chick-fil-A minis, those things. I don't know. You're just gonna be thinking about those the entire class, and like, man, I wish I would have gotten those before I got here. And if your parents end up driving you to school, tell them to stop at Chick-fil-A. I mean, they're like, well, shit, you're already late. I need to stop cussing. I'm so sorry, I can't cut it out. This is all on my phone. And I'm a waitress, so there's a lot of cussing, even though we're not supposed to. We don't cuss to our customers, but we do cuss a lot around each other. Yeah. I don't have much else to say other than good luck. I wish I had taken my own advice at this point. My reflection is I didn't do a lot. I skipped a lot of class that I shouldn't have. Give hugs. Don't do drugs. Give hugs, don't be a thug. That's it. That's the one. That's what's up. All right, so I'm gonna stop this video before I get any more awkward and get in more trouble, and I'm shaking, and that's probably has something to do with the quad espresso I'm drinking. But anyway, yeah, you have a nice high school life. I wish I had. Don't get in fights. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't do it. Anyway, peace.